Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Almighty Blues FC, a fan channel for all to see. And yes, I know, काफी दिन हो गए when we have been live. And मैं सोचा यार, this is a very important day. Of course, a very important week. We have the big World Cup draw coming up. And yes, we are live today. वो होगा, I think, what, just about 3 hours from now. In fact, 2.5 hours from now. That is at 8:30 p.m. We'll be live with another panel. But that is a different topic. Like you can see, I'm in my Chelsea avatar, and that is because of what is happening at Chelsea Football Club. So I thought this is a prime occasion जहाँ पर हम शुरू करेंगे proper एक Chelsea show जहाँ पर we'll be talking more about Chelsea, yes, about EPL in general as much as possible. लेकिन I think the hot news right now is Chelsea, and I think that's where we have to speak. And you would have figured out by the thumbnail, what we are going to discuss. Yes, some breaking news that I have update for you, absolutely. But let me actually big up a few people. शुरू करने से पहले, yes, we have as always Tejas in the house. Tejas, thanks join करने के लिए. Big up to you. Of course, Manchester United fan in the house, and like I'm sure opposition fans also would like to know what's happening at Chelsea right now. Extremely important for everyone in Premier League, I would say, the way it's happening, right? But anyway, Hardik, of course, big up, and I know that you're looking forward to something, and I have news there. Talk MU, brother. Big up as always. And we have Shrey in the house. Shrey, big up. Nice. आपको देखने के लिए always it's good, right? And of course, Doug. Doug is in the house. Doug, big up to you as well. Yes, like I said, Doug, I am doing the draw. I know you are doing as well on Dugout Football Channel. That's something I'm looking forward to. But I just wanted to speak about more Chelsea and in this particular stream, and that's why I thought let me actually do a solo stream, just express my feelings and get everyone's opinions in the chat, and we can discuss that, of course. Yes, Sports Kappa says Ankit bhai, no to Ricketts. Yes, हम वो discuss करने वाले हैं. And yes, by the way, people, there is a chat, there is a poll out there. Do take that poll, extremely important poll for me, and I know that I am no influencer yet, but I'll try and influence as much as I can. You all influence as much as you can. Each individual is an influencer right now, that's what I can say. Yes, of course, Shrey, if Shrey or anyone else could update me regarding what's happening with Chelsea press conference, because my bad, मैंने check नहीं किया. For some reason I thought it's at 7 because of the time difference. I know the daylight saving has changed, the clocks have moved. So yeah, because of the timings, I thought it's at 7 p.m. IST and not 6 p.m. IST, the press conference. So that's why I kept it at 6 p.m. But yeah, it is clashing, I know. But yeah, if you people want to watch it for a few minutes and come back, update me. It'll be absolutely fantastic as well. No worries about it. Chelsea before anything. People, everyone. Then again, Strip Bear, big up to the queen of all bears, definitely. So let's start with that. Rudiger, the breaking news. The breaking news was what? Of course, just what? I think 12 से 18 घंटा पहले news आई थी that Rudiger's agents are secretly meeting, or maybe getting Rudiger to talk to Barcelona during this time. Is it for real? Well, it is absolutely real. It's actually happening from what I hear from the sources I know. Strip Bear, and of course, we all forget what day is it today. I thought let me have some fun as well. Let me start a serious stream with some kind of fun. And the fun, yes, I know I should be taking a trip, but the fact is, it is after all April Fool's Day. And I thought let me actually make some Chelsea fans happy, which they kind of deserve as well. And I thought, yes, of course, Rudiger commits to Chelsea. That is what I hope I'm saying. It is not real truth, and that is simply because it's April Fool's Day. And if I anyway got someone here, I don't know, but yes, he says to Barca. That is what I, as a Chelsea fan, hope that he says no to Barca. That's what I'm saying in the thumbnail as well. So, if everyone out there who got fooled on this day, let's have some fun to begin with, and let's get to the serious topics next. But this is for you all who kind of believed what I wanted to say there in the thumbnail and in the title.
Hasta la vista, baby.
But let's be honest. Again, Chelsea fans in the house, Strip Bear, and everyone else in the house, you know that we all want Rudiger to stay no matter what. Yes, अभी बात चल रही है, कुछ ना कुछ बात चल रही है. I don't know what kind of talks are happening secretly. Again, it's only reports. It's not kind of formal, official news yet. So let's see, what it is. But yeah, I think उज्जवल बोलते हुए बारसा चेल्सी के सारे out of contract ले रही है. I don't know what to say, भाई. As in, to be very honest about it, Ujjwal, it's easy way out. And we all know Barcelona are going through that phase, right? And again, people out there, बहुत लोग, आई थिंक एटलीस्ट 3-4 लोग हैं जो ऐसे थंबनेल देख लिए, मेरा टाइटल देख लिया और भाग गए. They have unsubscribed. Trust me, they have. Guys, one thing I'd like to request you all, let's not do that. Let's not do that. It's April Fool's Day. I can also have some fun along with you all. And it's just not that. Kabhi na kabhi, some news might not be right. मैंने जो सुना है, maybe it might not be right. And we can discuss about it on a forum and then maybe come to conclusions. Before that, do not come to conclusions, right? People don't be so reactive. Yes, we all kind of love football, right? And that's why we kind of became a certain club's ke fans. Lekin then it's not like we became that particular fans first and then love football. So the idea is about just about supporting each other. Firstly, hearing it out, hearing the opinion. Yeah, आप अगर disagree करते हो, fair enough. But don't I think judge people or fans just by going by say one thumbnail or one title or maybe even one video. क्योंकि बहुत बार क्या होता है, sometimes you might get like just with the flow say something which you don't mean, and then that's what I'm coming back to, right? Yes, Barcelona. See, I'm not trying to say that Barcelona are trying basically the easy way out and getting all Chelsea players, right? But the fact is, अगर Chelsea उस situation में होती, क्या Chelsea वो नहीं करती? Wouldn't I have wanted my scout to go and get the best players out there who are available for free? So I would not really blame Barcelona here, absolutely not. But Chelsea in the situation we are, I'm just hoping that it doesn't happen. Christensen, bye bye. Already मैं bye बोल रहा हूँ. लेकिन Aspilicueta, as per reports, he has extended, right? As in he has, as in taken care of his contract, which says that okay, if he plays a certain number of matches, he's extending the contract by 1 year by default. I think वो channel in हो जाता है वो particular clause जो है. So I think it's fair. But Rudiger, I wasn't expecting it. Does he even fit in Barca? Anyway, by Barca को बोलो रूडी क्रिस्टियनसन एस्पी को छोड़ के लुकाकू को ले जाए. आयुष, come on. लुकाकू भी चेल्सी प्लेयर है भाई अभी, लेकिन I hear you while saying you want to keep all your best players and especially your loyal players जो दिखाते pitch पे. That's what they just not speak, right? And Rudiger is one of them. Aspie is one of them, certainly. As in they are a captain and Rudiger is a potential vice captain. Like if a couple of people are injured for that matter, right? So I would say absolutely great. Absolutely, at least एक बंदे को तो हंसाया. I'm pretty sure that some of them got it, but I think Rudiger does not commit to Chelsea formally as of now, but he's a Chelsea player right now. So has he not committed to Chelsea already? He's not committed to Barca. Let's put it that way. And hoping that his mind changes depending on the owner situation, which will come to, which is why we are actually here to. Let's be honest, ये stream इसलिए कर रहा हूँ क्योंकि it's about the owner situation. I want to discuss with you all. Yes, मैंने कुछ किया है videos, but I thought let me discuss with you all in chat. If again, everyone watching, press that like button, not for the sake of the stream, but so that we have more people. हम discuss करें. We want to know what is a neutral opinion when it comes to Chelsea Football Club. What is the opinion of Chelsea fans in general? I really want to know because Twitter में things are kind of put in, but discussion नहीं होता है proper. What I believe, right? ये owner का पता नहीं इतना time क्यों लग रहा है. Just sell it to Todd Boehly and get over it. पता चला Rudiger भी चला गया. Well, that is the whole point. Hemant, sports कपा से जो बोल रहे तो Hemant, the point is like if players are not willing to wait, a la Christensen, so be it. Bye bye. The club is bigger than any player. And that includes Rudiger. I'll be very honest. I am a Rudiger fan. I am a Rudiger stan almost, considering this year. लेकिन जो हो रहा है ना Chelsea Football Club में, it is not happening every year. It's not going to happen every year. It's never going to happen, hopefully. But this is the time when players need to trust given time. And आप अगर race लगा रहे हो और जा रहे हो just because the club is asking you like Barca asked Christensen and going, it's not done. Maybe he's talking secretly, लेकिन वो start शुरू हो रहे, I don't know. But Christensen, as per reports, वो already हो चुका है. That is what I don't really want, right? Especially when we had a cup final, he went by for the medical, and that's I know reportedly, but again, let's see. James, I need to go tomorrow. Okay, nice, Shrey. Thanks for the update. Thanks. And of course, कुछ और update भी है प्रेशर से तो बोलिए. Yes, Chelsea Brentford का प्रेशर चल रहा है, थॉमस ट्यूकल का. Chelsea Southampton और Barcelona now. Well, ऋषिकेश come on, like ये थोड़ा ज्यादा kind of harsh नहीं हो गया? लेकिन I know what he's saying, like in terms of as in the selling club or the supplier club, right? I know what he's saying. नहीं ऐसा नहीं होने वाला. It's basically maybe maximum दो लोग जाएंगे. I know maximum दो ही बहुत है. Rudiger is such a classy defender. I'm a Barca fan. Love that guy, but he must stay at Chelsea. Thank you, Hardik. Thank you. Of course, the guy bleeds blue. Honestly, does he really fit in Barca in terms of playing style? I know he's a great player. A recent game against Netherlands, the friendly match, he did very well. But does it really fit Barca's style, like, just in the long run? I'm just kind of putting it out there, right? I know it's kind of, debatable. Love you, brother. Ayush, love you too as well. Of course, breaking news. Perez has decided to invite Ankit Bhai to become a Madrid pundit. Well, I don't know. April Fool's Day, like I said, if Rudiger can, kind of say no to Barca so early without even secret talks, I can certainly do that. Like I hear you. The Madrid pundit, shout out to them. In 2013, Gareth Day presentation, Real Madrid fans saying, "Don't sell Ozil to Florentina Perez," and some days he sell Ozil to Arsenal. They go bang bang. That is the thing, right? Football me really, let's be honest, what is basically a fan ka kind of power kya hai aaj ke din mein? You can say yes, no to Super League happened. Remember, Chelsea fans started it, right? And then a lot of other clubs fans followed it, right? Before the Brighton game, I remember. So you can say कि अभी भी है, there is some say certainly, लेकिन it comes down to money. When it comes down to image of the club going down, that is when they think about basically listening to the club fans. And we'll come to that. Yes, of course. Have you heard the new FIFA World Cup song, Jaskaran? Well, I think I've heard. I'm not sure if it's the official one. लेकिन हाँ मैंने शायद सुना है, but I don't know if the official one is out yet. Lukaku will not be interested in Barca. Good one. Sadiq Bhai in the house. Sadiq Bhai, namaste. Rudiger will be such a perfect fit in Javi system. Sadiq Bhai. I did not hear it, but I know what he's saying in terms of basically, the one particular shield that you need, probably. But I thought, like, boy, Araujo and Rudiger together, somehow I don't see that. Like, I think, you probably need more of a ball player there. I don't know. I might be wrong there. बट अगेन रूडिगर के डिफेंडर जैसे कौन मना करेगा भाई. एक यूट्यूबर जो मैन यूनाइटेड का बुरा टाइम आने के बाद रियल मैड्रिड फैन हो गया, पहचानो कौन? वेल, interesting ऋषिकेश, come on. Honestly, like I say, I am a Chelsea fan proper, like, लेकिन I love all clubs. लेकिन अगर मैं कुछ क्लब्स के बारे में अच्छा बात बोलूं, ये नहीं कि ना मैं बेसिकली वो फैन बन गया हूं. I know where you're going, ऋषिकेश. I exactly know. लेकिन respect to every content creator, not just Chelsea content creator, every content creator. सच में बहुत मेहनत लगती है. Trust me on that. Or they have knowledge and that's why they are there, right? Honestly, and it's open to everyone. I am also an AC Milan fan, you can say, at the end of the day. It's not because AC Milan suddenly से अभी वापस अच्छी हो रही, नहीं. I have been there, done that, seen AC Milan on during those times when we were great, we were not great as well. Lekin again, I will not call myself a fanatic of the highest order AC Milan. AC Milan have soft corner, जैसे मैं बोलता हूँ, so it's fair enough, भाई. As in, you can, why not support two clubs in different leagues. What about we go for Araujo? Araujo, that's the thing, right? Araujo, I personally don't see that he'll go. Just like Bologe Aspilicueta is extended, like he's not even a Chelsea man through and through. Araujo is a Barca boy through and through. Like, you can debate that, right? Aspilicueta is Spanish. Lekin he actually, thought about extending that contract that he had an option for based on the number of games. Araujo, I think, will extend. That's just my gut, and that's why I feel that him and Rudiger together, I'm not too sure. I think this Rudiger situation has been ruled out already because Barca have already signed Christensen and they are going to renew Araujo soon. So yes, Christensen might be their sub, yeah, super sub. Who knows? Bhai sahab, pata nahi kyun ja rahe Chelsea se, first of all. I don't see him starting, to be very honest. But again, I might be wrong. Who knows? Xavi is a baller, right? Araujo and Rudiger. Oh, okay. That actually looks tasty for you, Sanket. Well, I already read that. Rudiger, रुकने वाला है क्या? Yes, Rugved bhai, thank you join करने के लिए. And like I said, it is April Fool's Day after all. ये बहुत ही kind of serious discussion होने वाला है. So I thought let me start off with some kind of fun there. And Rudiger commit कर दिया है. किसी को भी नहीं अभी तक. Let's be honest, that's the reality. One topic में and Ankit bhai will disagree. Well, we can always kind of disagree as well, Sadiq bhai, but I respect your opinion 100%. Sadiq Bhai knows his stuff. No two ways about it. Yes, good point, Bhai. Hardik, yes, of course. Kaise hai? Okay, all good. Vibhor, Bhai, good one. Good to see you. By the way, I think this is basically a high-end FIFA gamer in the house. To check him out, to Vibhor Sharma. Yes, मुझे भी join करना है आपको. We'll probably do that in the future. I hope Rudiger doesn't make a bad decision because of the ownership change. Shrey, he is quite mature, so let's see. At least he waits. वो wait करना चाहिए. That is what I am wanting. I don't want people to kind of say that कोई भी आ रहा है, कोई नहीं आ रहा है. It is kind of uncertainty. Let me go out to another club, just like Andreas Christensen did. That's what I feel. That's my personal opinion. Well, Hardik, thank you. Yes, Hardik is a mod. By the way, किसी को भी mod बनना है तो यार please let me know if you're available to be a mod. I have made a couple of mods recently, so I hope everyone is kind of able to kind of follow them as well. And of course, thank you, Hardik. Like, share, subscribe, guys. Absolutely, we are kind of close to 2K. Let us get there. I know the target था कि 31st March तक हमें 2K जाना था, लेकिन यार April Fool's Day, come on, आज तो यार at least कर दो 2K. We can certainly get there. And like the stream, because we are going to discuss very important stuff. Shrey or anyone, has the Chelsea press conference been done or not yet? If you can just update me, and based on that, I'll move on to the very important topic here, right? Absolutely. Priyansh in the house. Priyansh from in behind. Bhai Rudiger nahi jana chahiye. Well, absolutely. Like I said, मैं चाहता हूँ कि वो commit कर दे Chelsea को no matter what. A Mount, a Reece James, and Aspi have committed in recent times, even a Havertz. That is how I want Rudiger to commit. Irrespective of जो भी हो owner के. That is wishful thinking. Honestly, I feel that what the news hai, he is talking secretly, but again, he's just talking right now. Right now, there's no harm in talking, but I don't want him to kind of, do anything more than that, if at all, right? Ankit Bhaiya, ओके बोली को देखकर लगता वो ज्यादा इन्वेस्ट नहीं करेगा. सम एफजी टाइप इज वेरी पैथेटिक फॉर अ क्लब. मानस एक्चुअली ही हैज डन प्रीटी वेल. I think if I'm not wrong, his club back in the US are doing pretty well. I know वो single investor नहीं है वहाँ, but I think they have a strategic plan going, so I don't mind that. Before that, let's actually move on, because I am here to address, and that is why I'm in a Chelsea avatar. It is a Chelsea show. This is a new show where you'll find more of Chelsea content. Lekin hot news from the Premier League, something that needs discussion, urgent, critical discussion. और वो क्या है? For people out there, I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, if you follow me on Twitter. Again, the socials are below. Please जाइए, follow करिए, because yes, I am trying to spread a word, and like many of us Chelsea fans, and even otherwise, right? आप neutral भी हो तो आप मानोगे जो हो रहा है maybe सही नहीं है. And that is about the Chelsea shortlist. हम discuss किए थे last में, mainstream में जब हम किए थे. I think we had a Saturday, stream wherein I'm going to discuss only Q&As with you. In that particular stream, मैंने discuss किया था clearly that it's basically 4 people that Chelsea are looking at. Rain Group is looking at 4 consortiums, bolo jo bhi bolo, and that is, I think, one is Pagluica. Pagluica jo secret bidder the, in a sense, he came in late. Then of course the Ricketts family, NoToRicketts, that is what we're going to discuss. Along with them rather, there's Ken Griffin. Ken Griffin is also an investor in the Ricketts family consortium. Todd Boehly, of course, he's the main guy in a different consortium, and Martin Broughton's consortium, right? These are the 4 consortiums that we're talking about. But we all know, koi secret nahi hai, even neutrals know by now. And you can check my Instagram status, you can check my Twitter, the tweets, etc. And this is what I think is happening this particular, match day against Brentford. It's going to be Saturday. It's going to be at 12 p.m. UK. Everyone who's in Europe, especially UK, you must have been aware of this already. But I think for anyone out there who just does not know till now, I think this is what we're talking about, right? We can no longer just stand around. We must now stand together. No to Ricketts protest. And trust me, this is not about Ankit. This is not about Almighty Blues FC. This is about human rights, not about Chelsea as well. This is about human rights almost. There is basically a debate. There are a lot of reasons why the Ricketts should not be invited, not should be accepted into the Premier League, not to be accepted into European football. Simply put, yes, no to Ricketts protest. This is happening. So again, people in the UK, by any chance आपको नहीं पता है, जाइए. And what I would also like to share before that is actually my own tweet, because yes, and this tweet is again inspired from a lot of Chelsea influencers. I must say, big up जो भी Chelsea influencers है. For me, what's the main important thing? The most important thing is about जो voice हम लोग try कर रहे हैं reach करने के लिए, that voice actually reaches the right kind of ears. And उसके लिए Chelsea fans have to keep it in control. And it's not just about shouting. It's not just about having violence. No, it has to be a non-violent protest. No to Ricketts protest. And I'll come to why the protest is happening, or why it should happen, or why it should not happen even, right? Now, protest peacefully, protect the point, bring your own signs and banners is advised, right? Because we don't want a kind of situation where आप depend karo kisi par and then you kind of blame the others. What you feel about Ricketts, bring the message, show it to the public, show it to the media, spread the message, but peacefully, so that you are heard. Or जो भी concentration है वो basically इसमें नहीं चल जाए, how to kind of shut the mouths. It's not about that. So have a silent protest, have the protest if you really believe in it. And yes, यहाँ पर light जाते हैं, but I'm hoping that you guys are able to hear me out. But it'll come in a few minutes, not to worry. Anyway, I don't think we are here to kind of look at my face for the timing, but I'll come back on that. Lekin हाँ, before I kind of get to why this protest is happening, again, people out there, do press that like button so that we have more people. Very important chat that we're happening right now. And I would really want people to actually figure out as in whether it's right or wrong. इसलिए मैं poll भी डाला हूँ. It's about you guys. It's not about me here. यहाँ पर comment लेते हुए यहाँ पर देखते if well, instead of buying, well, I'll come to that Rudiger thing again. Hope to see well, absolutely. Okay, Sadiq Bhai says, on a serious note, this Chelsea ownership mess should be sorted out soon or less. More similar attempts by other teams will follow and clubs will suffer as a consequence. Well, quite possible. Like, difference being that I think Rudiger, Aspi until say last month, or of course Christensen were running out of contracts. वो थोड़ा सा difference था, but हाँ, time will tell. Sadiq bhai, absolutely you're right. Well, absolutely we'll come to that as well. Bang bang. Okay. Shrey says, personally, I hope Havertz and Mount sticks to Chelsea as long as possible. I'm a huge fan of them. Absolutely. उन्होंने actually voice किया है, and I think they have a chemistry going between them, and hopefully they'll kind of understand. Being so young, they are quite mature for the age, and that's good. Rudiger situation, sorry, Advay. So like you can see in the thumbnail and the title, Rudiger has committed to no one. Yes, it was an attempt for me just to kind of celebrate April Fool's Day. Lekin I as a Chelsea fan would want that. I'm sure many Chelsea fans would want that as well. For him to commit to Chelsea. अभी तक कुछ आया नहीं है formal news, लेकिन हाँ, quite possible कि वो secret talks करने वाला है और कर रहा है. But again, that is about it. So we don't need to panic as yet. Like, I'm hoping that things get sorted out well and soon. Well, absolutely. It's good. Absolutely. I've heard that. I didn't know it was the official one, but I like that one for sure. Ricketts says, Ricketts family के एक member की वजह से बाकी family को oppose क्यों? Okay, very good point, Rishikesh. Thank you for putting it out there. और मैं यहाँ पर share करने वाला हूँ. Again, people do follow me on Instagram because मैंने वहाँ पर भी share किया है. But let me actually bring it up on the screen, right? Because I genuinely believe that this is something that needs to be shared. Again, this is consolidated over a period of time. ऐसा नहीं है कि यह copy paste किया गया just from one website or something. It has been consolidated by a lot of Chelsea fans, I know, as a matter of fact, in the community. So I would like to basically say that we'll have to go with that, what we are seeing on screen, right? So यहाँ पर I don't know if you're able to see. I'll try and maximize a little bit more. Again, the protest is on I think Saturday, 12 p.m. UK. So people out there, be there. Have a silent but important protest. Okay, the protest against the Ricketts family and their bid for Chelsea Football Club is based on the following. Hear it out, people who don't know. Pete Ricketts. The problem I have with you people. He was addressing a black community leaders back in 2020, as recent as 2020. And that has been reported by NBC Sports Chicago, right? You cannot say you people, first of all. Whether you meant it or not, you cannot say it in a public forum. You are part of Chelsea Football Club in the future, possibly. So this is something that we don't want to welcome. In leaked emails, the second point, Joe Ricketts claimed that Muslims were enemies and that Islam is a thing of evil and not a religion. The leaked emails also included denouncing Islam as a cult and mocking racist jokes. This has already been reported, by the way, on Almighty Blues FC पहले ही. For people out there जो follow करते हैं, I am pretty sure आपने ये देखा होगा video. No to Ricketts, we had done a strong video there. बहुत emotional video था. यहाँ पर मैंने clearly वो read out किया था those quotes, and that is true. Come on, emails cannot be false. Not one, multiple. At least 2 emails that I remember. Third point, Todd Ricketts referred to COVID-19 as the Kung flu weeks before former President Trump's rally. And we all know what it meant. Come on. It is directly discrimination. We don't want, such people at the club, honestly speaking. If they are directly in charge or they are even involved a bit. 9. Fourth point, Pete Ricketts is also against same-sex marriage, which massively contradicts Chelsea FC's work with LGBTs. When speaking in 2013 about Laura Ricketts, a leader in Chicago gay rights movement, he said, "My sister is gay, but I disagree with her on this issue." Really? Now, I'll actually, stop at this point. Again, people out there, check it out. Okay, I will share Matt Law's tweet as well, and that is interesting for me because Matt Law कुछ और भी बोलते हैं, which is kind of the other way around. इसलिए मैं पोल डाला हूँ. अभी तक 100% sure नहीं है on this particular point. Other points I absolutely agree. Again, people who disagree can comment. लेकिन I think Matt Law का मैं tweet ही ढूंढ रहा हूँ यहाँ पर, and I think very clearly, I think. Okay, let me actually try and share it. I found that tweet of Matt Law. This is going to be interesting क्योंकि I think एक है uncharted territory जो बोलते हैं, that is about what Matt Law is saying. Also, only fair to highlight the fact there is diversity in the Ricketts family. So there is diversity. Laura, of course, जिसका point हम read किए थे, who is on the bid, sat on the board of Emily's List, an action committee in favor of abortion rights. She's also an LGBT activist. Feels like her story is yet to be told in all this. So what do you think? Like, is there a space that आप हमको actually मौका देना चाहिए Ricketts family to at least kind of come and clear out the situation of the LGBT's part? But अगर वो करे भी तो, is it enough? No, for me it's not enough, because I think there are other points that we're already speaking, right? There are about 5 to 6 points मैंने already read out किया है. So that is what I'm saying. Like Matt Law has a point, and I know he's not kind of opinionating anyway. He's just talking about what are the facts which are out, what are the facts which are not out. So again, आपका basically call है. I am no one to judge alone. Well, Rajesh Rai, okay, the blue thing looks nice. Also, you watch. Yes, absolutely, Rajesh Rai. By the way, welcome. I think Rajesh Rai, अब आप mod भी हो. Thank you. Okay, पीछे कौन खड़ा था भाई? कौन खड़ा था भाई पीछे? अप्रैल फूल. मैं एक सेकंड के लिए चौक गया भाई, कॉल आ गया यहाँ पर. Anyway, okay, please check शिखर ट्वीट. यार आप ट्वीट कॉपी पेस्ट कर दीजिए ना यहाँ पर, ओमकार हो सके तो. आई एम नॉट श्योर इफ आई फॉलो शिखर ऑन ट्विटर, but if you can you just copy paste? That will be helpful. I know that they made a racist comment, but can you specify exactly what? Yeah, exactly. I think by now, Shrey, I just read out a few. I hope you kind of got the scene what I'm talking about, right? There are a few reasons, or okay, there are a couple more reasons actually. Let's actually complete that. Number 5, देखते हैं. Despite Pete reportedly not being directly on the board, his public viewpoints being related to Chelsea FC and tarnishing the club's image is of great concern. Or yes, Pete is a public figure. That is the difference. Being in the government side of things, आप basically transparent होते हो. Or unfortunately, those views are either black or white. That is how a certain part of the section thinks that way. And if he thinks that way, well, it's not for Chelsea. Simply put, maybe not directly involved, like involved with the family which is doing this. So again, maybe not Pete, like it's just not Pete, Shrey, and everyone in the house. Pete hai, Joe Ricketts hai, and Todd Ricketts also to some extent, right? So these cannot be overlooked, to be very honest. So the government has to consider this, and I'm shocked that Rain Group is not considering that. Lekin, I think there are other points as well. And by the way, ये था kind of non-sporting reasons, ethical reasons, जिसके लिए मैं बोलूँगा Ricketts family discriminate किए हैं in the past, they can do in the future, and that is why we don't want that baggage compared to other bidders who may not have that. So why not go for them who basically are cleaner? I know सब कोई भी दूध का दूल्हा नहीं है. Let's be honest, कोई भी दूध का दूल्हा नहीं है. all these business tycoons have something or the other going, absolutely. But someone who has a history of doing goodwill probably is more favored for me. Any official news about the ownership will get transferred? It has been going. Okay. So Shubhadeep, the news is, I think, yeah, there is absolutely news. I think today is the day. If I'm not wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, people. Bidders for Chelsea are to submit Premier League approval documents today. So आज approval document submit होगा. Then those will be kind of revisited and hopefully I believe April 18th था date. हमने cover किया था recent video में. And yes, by the way, हम लोग यहाँ solo videos भी करते हैं. देखा करो, as I always say, press that bell notification icon. It helps because those will get you small updates. Or yes, absolutely, and those are fun to watch. To be very honest about it, अगर मैं देखना चाहूँ तो वो देखूंगा. So उसमें हमने cover किया था clearly. April 18th is the day that is targeted by the Premier League, to kind of go to the next stage, from 4 to 1, or maybe there's another secret bidder. Who knows? That is even possible. April Fool, bang bang. That's what I'll say. Abramovich to Barca so that he can buy every single player from Chelsea. Who knows, bhai? Who knows? I think there was a Turkish investor who was probably going to be buying Chelsea at a point. वो था कि rumor कि it's Abramovich's right hand man. Who knows, right? Ricketts have a good chance that they will have successful bid. Isn't Pagluica also the Atlanta guy? So 2 clubs. How will he manage? Okay, so let's actually cover that, right? So there is other news as well. Before I come to more of Ricketts, let's actually discuss about other bidders. So last 24 hours में और भी news आई है, and one news is that Todd Boehly, yes, Todd Boehly, the favored consortium from among Chelsea fans, that particular consortium, Todd Boehly जो है main guy, he actually holds shares in a betting firm which is operating in Russia. Now, there are rumors that he's not having a major stake there. इतना बड़ा stake नहीं है, but we all know anything associated with Russia, we will be kind of not be spared. That's what Todd Boehly will say right now. So Todd Boehly might just lose out on that, but again, let's see how Premier League looks at it, government looks at it, Chelsea themselves look at it. But I think that may be slightly negative point जो आया है. But again, not having a major stake, so I think I'll be okay. मेरे लिए नहीं है, आप बोलिए. If someone has a minor share in a betting firm operating in Russia, is it an issue if the person is not directly responsible? I don't know. What about Stephen Pagluica? Stephen Pagluica and Sir Martin Broughton के लिए भी there is some negative news, and that was in the last 24 hours as well. Now, the Parliament, obviously we're talking about the UK Parliament here, I assume, is called on to throw out Stephen Pagluica's bid and Sir Martin Broughton's bid because why? As in because I think they are also involved in a lot of stuff. Or wo, I think Matlow had shared, and that is something that I don't know. As in, it's really interesting. I know Bruce Burke is kind of favoring the Ricketts family, or wo maybe money can be the reason. Whatever आप debate करो. Lekin I think clearly I think Matlow is talking about. Let me actually share his tweet itself. So okay, ministers urged to bar Stephen Pagluica bid for Chelsea over despicably, I think, okay, some malpractices. Okay, so there are malpractices happening because of which Stephen Pagluica or Martin Broughton he, I think, will not get the approval and government ही मना कर देगी. What about that? What do you think about that? I don't know. Let's say डरा दिया ना अंकित भैया. Okay, fair enough. Bhai, Barca taking Chelsea defender, like, okay, yes, absolutely, Alan, that's correct. Chelsea अगर डिसीजन जल्दी नहीं लेगा तो मेस में फंस सकता है. Yeah, I think apparently अगर हम next 2 महीनों में by end of May we do not get a new owner, we can get into administration. Yeah, because of the salaries that we have in place. Unless I think Rudiger, Aspilicueta, Thomas Tuchel, Mason Mount, Reece James, Kai Havertz really come in or free में काम करे and our loan army as well. Imagine that, right? Why Spain? I'm not a good finisher. It's difficult to survive Spain World Cup. Well, we'll be discussing the World Cup in the stream that we are starting at 8:30 p.m. Darshana, so do join वहाँ पर. Lekin I get your point. The point is about Spain, kind of having a lot of midfielders or natural finishers. They're kind of lacking. We will be discussing options for sure, detail में, right? How come Chelsea let this situation happen where 3 of his starters in defense are out of contract in the same summer window? Rajesh, there has been a problem at Chelsea. Let's be honest. Last few months से Christensen, Rudiger का situation आप सब जानते थे. Aspilicueta, Thiago Silva, we were still okay because those are stalwarts of the club. They are very senior members, and it wouldn't have been the end of the world in terms of footballing ability अगर वो जाते भी. That's what you would argue. So I think the club had put a lot of efforts into Rudiger especially. Christensen भाई वो actually डगमगा रहे थे, बार बार हाना हाना करते करते प्रॉब्लम हो गया. Rudiger मान ही नहीं रहे थे in terms of salary, and Chelsea did not foresee that this is going to happen with Roman Abramovich and Chelsea Football Club. There's an exceptional situation, so it fell into this trap, and we shouldn't have fallen into this trap. Absolutely. I'm sure Abramovich won't be stupid to give the club to Ricketts. Yes, absolutely. I think there is a brand image, जो merchandise sell होती है, वो भी brand image को से matter करती है. Absolutely, like I said. We'll talk on that absolutely. Bhai, I said, like, again, I certainly disagree with a lot of views. मैं खुद बाकी channels के बहुत सारे views से disagree करता हूँ. But are they bad people? Are they people who kind of want to kind of do that on purpose? Trust me, I don't feel that. But again, I might be wrong. I think it's not right to judge a person maybe on just a thumbnail, on a title, or one particular video. If you are following them for a good while, and if you still feel that, fair enough. That's what I would say. But absolutely, yeah, big up to every content creator out there, I would say. अभी तक मैं judge नहीं करूँगा, लेकिन हाँ, Ayush, the World Cup stream is at 8:30 p.m. We'll be discussing proper. Please join in again. And of course, अभी हम Chelsea and EPL discuss करने वाले mainly. Transfer window कौन सी डेट से स्टार्ट होने वाली है? So transfer window obviously starts once the season is over. So that is technically, I think, June 1st, Darshana. But I think if you are not on basically any contract right now, you can basically do a Bosman transfer. That is quite possible. You know that, right? Yes, absolutely, Chetan. Thank you for that. Tuchel confirms. Yes, it was close, and now it has happened. It's good news for us. Thank you, Chetan. Thank you. If Tuchel has said that in the press conference, breaking news, people. Chetan has shared this. Thank you, Chetan. If this happened, दिल खुश कर दिया भाई. दिल खुश कर दिया. Thank you. Aspilicueta, Thomas Tuchel. Well, I don't know, like, really happy if it has happened, but I hope वो Rudiger के साथ भी हुआ है, कुछ ना कुछ clause है. Then English media. Well, absolutely. Mod बना दो, bang bang. Okay, let's actually do that, of course. And of course, yes, I'm open to people, regular watchers जो mod बनना चाह रहे हैं, बोल दो, certainly. And yes, Sebastian in the house, he says cannot wait for that World Cup, of course, Swiss, okay, interesting, Sebastian, that's interesting, but let me actually try and actually mod, I think it is, okay, let me see if I can mod bang bang, add moderator, okay, bang bang, you are a moderator, thank you, bye, bang bang, thanks a lot, helps. And certainly people like the stream, do subscribe, do hit the bell notification icon. We are discussing the Ricketts family right now, but a lot more to discuss, so stick on. And yes, we are talking about World Cup at 8:30 p.m. IST, that's 4 p.m. UK. We will be doing a proper preview show just before the actual World Cup draw starts. So join there. What do you think about the Ricketts family? Take that poll right now and smash the like button so that we have more people discussing about this topic. Well, World Cup ka song sab log bahut excited hai, so let me actually hear it again after the stream. Tell me something about your profile. Okay. So Newcastle United Ultra, thank you. Respect to you, boss. Definitely. Again, my profile, again, it's about Canada, England, Netherlands, India. That's what you can sum up Ankit as. And I'll come to details when we do the 8:30 p.m. IST stream. That is for the World Cup. Absolutely, thank you, join करने के लिए as always. Same to bang bang. World Cup draw watch along. Yes, absolutely, Shrey, we are doing it. We are starting actually an hour earlier, so join karna. There are a lot of facts. I am going to do a proper simulation as well. So we'll have a mock draw and then a proper draw watch along B. He hasn't done yet, pushing it through. Okay, mod बना दो. अद्वै नायक, absolutely, thank you. mod बना देते हैं, लेकिन भाई आप mod जो भी बना रहे हो ना, mod का काम करना पड़ेगा. I know यार, अभी तो मतलब I have only thank you to say, but of course it'll help. Certainly, if you can just kind of help the chat as well go well. But yeah, help certainly, Advay. Big up. Let's see again. Rudiger does it as well. Okay, interesting. Ten Hag or Nagelsmann, Manchester in opinion. Ayush, for me, it's got to be given a choice, Nagelsmann. But why would he leave? Come on, he's at Bayern Munich. Let's be honest, Bayern Munich last कुछ सालों में काफी अच्छा कर रहे हैं ना. Where are you live, Omkar? Where are you live? Okay, I think you're talking about for the World Cup draw. I am live at 8:30 p.m. IST. That's what I'm guessing. And right now I'm live on YouTube. But anyway, do comment. अगर मैंने समझा नहीं है, do comment again. Tell me guest list for World Cup draw live. So we'll kind of open the stream. Newcastle United Ultra. We'll kind of open the stream if time permits. Lekin we are having we are having an Italian fan. Yes, Italy are not there in the World Cup. Lekin I thought let me actually get a neutral opinion, and that's why I have an Italian fan in the house who knows the stuff inside out. If you don't know Fateh, please check out our Euro playlist. I would say we probably became the channel and got the momentum going, or basically, confidence made up because of the Euro shows that we did. Trust me, those shows were something else. बहुत मेहनत लगी थी, but we had Fateh regularly on that panel. So he is a great guy. He's joining in, and of course, we are having first time Rohan. Rohan is a Chelsea fan, but a France fan as well. He has a great podcast, the Match Ball podcast. So check him out as well. The link will be, I think, in the description of one of the pages that I've just created a few hours earlier. So check it out on my homepage, or check out my Instagram, check out my Twitter. It's Almighty Blues FC, right? पहले माइक ले लेना. दर्शना, सुपर चैट आ गया है, लेकिन सुपर चैट आ नहीं रहा है. मतलब, you know what I mean? So the super chat facility is there, but yes, of course, we have to basically get to the next level. We'll try and invest more. लेकिन हाँ, as and when the channel grows, we'll certainly do that. और आप देख ही रहे हो, if you have been following the channel from the last 1 year, and yes, it's been 11 months. We are trying to complete that 1 year with success, with hopefully 2K if you guys can subscribe and get to the next level as well. But yes, if super chats it'll certainly help. But again, I'm not here only for the super chats. Thank you, Darshana, for saying that, because yes, we are already monetized and we can accept it. Last 20 minutes was fully toxic, okay, and illogical, it seems. Well, I know what you're saying, but again, I know there are days when you kind of go with the flow and kind of come back and correct it. Or जहाँ तक मैं जानता हूँ, it has been corrected. So we'll discuss on that in detail. But again, respect for every Chelsea fan, every football fan in general, right? It's including जो आप लोग हो, जो viewers हो, everyone has a viewpoint, and I respect that as well. Fair enough. Underdogs. I'll again address these questions in the 8:30 stream. I hope you understand why. Because of the fact that वो dedicated stream उसके लिए है, and I'm actually calling people for that. We want to say, okay, where do you live? Your location, Advay? So I am in India. I am in Bangalore. But yes, I do travel at times. Like I am in Bangalore, of course. But yeah, I'm certainly in India. I love your stream since you stay neutral along with Baba, Mohd, Divyansh. Respect, of course, respect to everyone. Again, like I say, Almighty Blues FC, a fan channel for all to see. Like I always wear my Chelsea sleeve on. You know it. Like I would like to say like मैं पागल हूँ about Chelsea. Like, but it doesn't mean that I can disrespect all the clubs. But अगर some opinion है, तो you can always say that as well. You can always have an opinion, and we can discuss about it. Jordan, big up, of course. Shirt okay, better car. Okay, fair enough. Again, super chats are welcome. Just saying. Let's go Germany. Okay. What happened at Zishan by Queens? I don't see you on top. होता है. Come on, Newcastle United Ultra. We'll get it done. We'll get it back. Don't worry. I have kind of self-invited myself in Baba's quiz or maybe in Zishan Bhai's quiz. You know that. I'm always up for a quiz. And let's see. Newcastle United Ultra is also very good. Trust me. European royalty. Well, Sovic, come on. Let's actually come back to basically the topic because हाँ काफी देर हो गया है. और मैं एक्चुअली यहाँ पर आई नो आई बीन टॉकिंग अबाउट नो टू रिकेट्स जो प्रोटेस्ट होने वाला है ऑन सैटरडे एंड दिस इज अबाउट Chelsea football club mainly, but I would say even EPL maybe you don't want people who kind of a family who kind of takes over Chelsea, takes over a Premier League club जो discrimination रखे. लेकिन leave the discrimination. I would say even before that, you know what, there are basically sporting reasons. Absolutely, sporting reasons भी है. और क्या है sporting reasons? Let me actually share it with you. There are a lot of sporting reasons why the Ricketts family, I would say no. I would say they are not the front runners. It's just because of Rain Group के साथ अच्छा kind of connection है उनका. Of course, they might have more money. You can say, but there are a lot of sporting reasons, and that is what I'm going to share right now. Okay, sorry, I've shared, I think, the wrong one. Let me actually share the correct one. This is the old one that I had already shown. So let me actually share the slide, which actually talks about the sporting reasons, which has been well consolidated. And this talks about why sporting reasons, why the Ricketts family should be a no. Pay cuts to Chicago Cubs employees during COVID-19. Though remember, Chelsea was one of the few clubs जो pay cuts नहीं की थी. At a time when Chelsea employees remained on full pay, right? So that goes against the Chelsea's kind of strategy, Chelsea's principle. Second point, Chicago club fans' pockets are being milked for some of the most expensive tickets and fan experiences in MLB to pay for the stadium. Of course, Major League Baseball is what you're talking about, which they own, that's the Ricketts family, while getting rid of the best players in a fire sale and without reinvesting in the team. Okay, so this is a proper sporting reason. I think this is a record जो इतना अच्छा नहीं है when it comes to basically transfers, simply put, right? In 2019, Tom Ricketts, जो already I think is in the news, stated that the stadium redevelopment project had gone around 100% over budget, implying that the Ricketts family had spent almost $1 billion on the stadium with no foresight. Now, again, are they good enough? Are they having experience of rebuilding a stadium? Answer is no. Chelsea is going to rebuild a stadium. That is one of the criteria of the Rain Group of basically Chelsea Football Club. कि आपको डालना पड़ेगा पैसे to basically reinvest on a proper stadium, a bigger stadium. The Ricketts claimed losses of biblical proportions but want to be part of a $2 billion plus ownership takeover. And that's funny, right? Number 5, Tom Ricketts threatened to move the Chicago Cubs out of the Wrigley Field if the plans for a larger scoreboard and additional signage failed. Come on, bhai, आप threaten कर रहे हो. मतलब imagine कल को अगर कुछ हो जाता है in the EPL against Chelsea, you kind of threaten and all those things. Like, again, as a business owner, you shouldn't be doing it, to be very honest. This is purely business or sporting reasons that I'm giving you. The Cubs face a federal review in 2019 over Wrigley Field not complying with the Americans and Disabilities Act. Not only this, but the ADA compliance was actually worse after renovations. A disabled fan, remember, this is a very important point. You cannot forget this. A disabled fan complained that the stadium was less accessible after renovations, but the Cubs filed a motion to dismiss. Like, for real? Chicago Cub fans have complained about the club's inability to build on their MLB 2016 World Series win. 2016 बहुत पुराना हो गया, leading to questions over whether the Ricketts will push for success for a sustained period of time. तो आप देख रहे हो बहुत सारे sporting और business reasons भी है कि why it should be basically not be Ricketts. But again, there is another side of the coin, and that is why I have a poll. Again, people, have your say. We will be talking on that particular aspect as well. Okay, Chelsea fans especially, do not get offended by the next part that I'm going to start in a few minutes, because that part will talk about why there is another side of the coin when it comes to Ricketts. Media, including myself, are saying no to Ricketts, and that is all what we're hearing. But there is another side. We'll come to that. Hello, Ankit Bhai. Absolutely. Maratha Kulur in the house. Thank you for joining. Okay. Well, let's not talk about the royalty part, people. Let's actually... let's be neutral. Come on. Let's not fight in the chat. Again, mods there. I hope basically, you guys can, help me out there. Ankit Bhai is a neutral fan and disappointed those people. Well, come on. Again, let's talk about Almighty Blues FC. Let's talk about Chelsea. Let's talk about EPL. Let's talk about basically even the World Cup, which we are going to do another stream 2 घंटे में. लेकिन come on, I know talking about just single video or a point, I'm not too sure about it. लेकिन again, if you have your opinion, I respect you. Yes, I may not agree with them either. लेकिन have they corrected it? Yes, they have corrected it. I have to say they have corrected it. I am in talking terms, and I believe they have corrected it on a public forum. अगर आप नहीं follow करते, please follow me on Twitter. I can help you. Almighty Blues FC. Lekin, I absolutely agree, right? Advay, 5 sub next season. Tuchel says great decision. Okay, thank you for this update, Advay. Tuchel ka press conference hai. Tuchel, okay, we were the only league that didn't do it. It is an excellent decision, I dare to say. Absolutely. Tuchel has been advocating 5 substitutes from God knows when. और हम जानते हैं Wolves game जो Chelsea literally played with 5 players. I know, some tongue in cheek, but आप समझ रहे हो मैं क्या बोलने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ. Tuchel and I think many other clubs, at least the top club, wanted 5 stars. It is the smaller clubs who did not want that क्योंकि उनकी क्वालिटी कम हो जाती है compared to the bigger clubs. Let's have a healthy chat. Thank you, bhai. Thank you. Again, a content creator will understand. देखो भाई, as a content creator, let's be honest, मैं even others are matured. I am matured, I would like to say. Lekin sometimes what happens is in the flow, in maybe an emotional moment, you kind of go over the line. Like just in a family, I think you are all my community. Do you agree? आप लोग मेरी family हो. You are my extended family. Honestly, मैं सच में बोलूँ, I don't discuss so much with my own family than I do with you all. I spend more time with you all doing videos, discussing so much. So just like in a family, you can get emotional at times. You can say things which you don't mean. But if you come back and kind of as in correct it, why not? But again, healthy chat, that's the most important part. के बारे में क्या हाल है? Okay. I think you're talking about Baba's video, Souvik. Let me actually check it out. मैंने बाबा का notification देखा है. Of course, like Baba, big up Baba. Certainly, I love all his videos. Right? I will check it out. I did check out the thumbnail. I'm not pretty sure, what the video is about. If you can tell me, Souvik, it will help. Messi at PSG is a flop, like Ronaldo at Juventus. Not yet, bang bang, not yet. Come on, he still has time. I know first time he's going out of England, out of Spain, sorry. So that is what happened with Messi, and of course with Pochettino, we know that kya hota hai. So let's see. As in Argentina, ke liye he's playing brilliant. So he has it in him. Let's see. Wasn't flop at Juve, dude. Yeah, Advay. So Advay, you're right actually. Bang bang, good. Advay is kind of making that point. So bang bang, in Serie A, I think last season, I think he was the highest scorer if I'm not wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Like, I think Ronaldo was the highest scorer. Newcastle United Ultra was in the quiz. I think recently attended, and मैंने actually answer किया था Lukaku, लेकिन answer था Ronaldo. Okay, fair enough. Okay. मैं वही बोला कि यार है क्या, मतलब I have heard it, but I've not heard the lyrics properly. Like, I'll certainly hear it fully. I'm not get there, Souvik. I'm kind of little late on this one because I was kind of preparing for the April Fools. But again, coming back to the Ricketts, or by the way, Chelsea fans in the house, any Chelsea fans in the house yet? There are more opinions, and these opinions are extremely important as well. As much as मैं बोला no to Ricketts, there is a protest. Of course, मैं believe करता हूँ that protest should be there, but it's about this particular, take as well. Like there are some Chelsea fans and some neutral fans, some media who are kind of talking about Ken Griffin. In all this, Ken Griffin has been forgotten, in no to Ricketts. Right? Okay. Tanmay is in the house, of course, other Chelsea fans. Again, there's a poll out there. Ken Griffin, he has a $28.2 billion kind of valuation. That is his net worth. Okay, that is just a particular number, but remember that number 28.2. He is part of the consortium along with the Ricketts, supposedly, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. अभी मैं शेयर करने वाला हूँ एक और पिक, right, which will tell you जो केन ग्रिफिथ ने इन्वेस्टमेंट किया है in the last few years. और आप बोल सकते हो there are tweets going around कि Ken Griffin, might not reportedly invest इतना in Chelsea. He's just part of the consortium and whatnot. Not a major stake and all that. लेकिन हाँ, अगर by chance he is, so there is an area that अगर पैसों की बात आ जाती है, and again, I am a guy of principles, you all know that. Check out his investment. ऐवे ही मतलब कर दिया invest, कहीं ना कहीं कर दिया invest. Check out. You can clearly see these are Ken Griffin's investment in the last few years, people. Chelsea fans, just saying. As much as I am no for Ricketts, I am with the people to जा रहे हैं on Saturday for that particular protest, at Stamford Bridge before the Brentford game. But what about the money aspect? Is it something that Chelsea should consider? Is it something that the Rain Group has considered? Is it something that the government might consider? Because, yeah, let's be honest, Chelsea helps economy of UK to some extent, at least a minor portion. Right? Again, I know, controversial issue, I know, लेकिन आपका call है, I don't know. और Ken Griffin का याद है मैंने क्या दिखा था? 28.2 billion. 28.2 is the net worth. Let us see what is the net worth of comparable owners जो already owners है. Right? Let's see. And that includes our very own Roman Abramovich. Check it out. Public investment fund, of course, is there. Sheikh Mansour. So basically, Ken Griffin will be अकेला ही number 2 पे. Going by that numbers, check it out. This is what the estimated net worth is of all the biggest owners in world football. तो आप बोलोगे यार पैसा बोलता है, to some extent we can kind of consider that if say we are the shed. I know, again, shout out to them as well. I know a lot of other channels. Chelsea Perspective, my brother, he's been doing a lot of streams. But of course, we have Chelsea Fan TV. They have come up with a lot of sporting reasons as well, जिसके should be no to Ricketts. There is a portion of we are the shed बोल रहे हैं कि if the say the Ricketts come out and say that, hey, we are not having any association of the family with the club, the people who are directly involved in those things जो हुआ है past में, those we do not condemn, but they are not going to be associated, and we apologize for what has happened on their behalf. And Ken Griffin invest a lot of money. Would you consider? मेरा आंसर तो फिर भी ना है. It's a no. I'll be very honest, first and foremost, before Chelsea fans get offended. My answer is no, because I don't want more baggage at the club. I have gone on record saying so many times. निखिल, नहीं भाई, मैं तो इंडिया में हूँ, अभी नहीं जा सकता. चाहता तो डेफिनेटली जाता, certainly, लेकिन we'll hopefully grow to that level that we are able to fly someday to Stamford Bridge. Certainly we'll do that, but yeah, as in you guys certainly should help in social media. उतना कर सकते हैं तो करो. Don't spread hate, anyone. Enjoy the podcast. Thank you, of course, Rajesh. That helps, certainly helps. So you prefer Griffin. Adway, I certainly see कि as Roman Abramovich put money in the club, time and again he just put money. No one's going to put money that much. So Griffin comes across as वो ऐसा बंदा. Todd Boehly भी, he's supposedly not that person. Same thing आप बोलोगे Pagluica also is. He does not put money in the club. Atalanta and stuff, he's not done that. So Griffin may be doing that. That is the only reason I might consider Griffin. But if I know the thing that the Ricketts family has done, absolutely no. Absolutely no. Because I don't want any history to even concern my club in the future. As it is, बहुत baggage है, और कल को वापस से कर सकते हैं. People who do it once can do it again. So, and it's not once, they've done it multiple times. हमने गिना है beginning of the stream में. Ayush Joshi, thank you, big up, join करने के लिए as always. Well, Todd Boehly consortium, they are the front runners. Yeah, Dev Jyoti, तो मैंने actually proper video किया है. We did basically a show on Saturday. Last Saturday, I think. Yeah, last Saturday it was, and that is the show where we'll be talking about basically weekend with Ankit. So that is just about Q&A. उसमें we discussed a lot about Todd Boehly and his consortium. Before that also I've done solo videos, so do check out a playlist. Do check out basically Chelsea content, उसमें आपको certainly मिलेगा देव ज्योति. लेकिन हाँ, Todd Boehly is a consortium which is headed by him. He is basically one of the persons who has American sporting history. His club obviously back in America are doing pretty well. They are pretty kind of stable. अच्छा strategy होता है, and he is level-headed. But problem is, one of the persons in the consortium is a Spurs fan. Goldstein, apparently. तो वो एक प्रॉब्लम है मेरे लिए, certainly. लेकिन again, if that person is not a major stakeholder, maybe major से नहीं है तो ठीक है, चलो कोई नहीं. Absolutely, we need to kind of unite Chelsea fans, especially even EPL fans generally. अरेबिया था ना रेस में, उसका क्या हुआ? अरेबियन के दो यार बहुत इन्वेस्ट कर. ओके, सऊदी अरेबिया Ankit नहीं होने वाला, unfortunately. Yes, they are out of the race. Certainly, that is what it is. लेकिन let's actually talk about the EPL because yes, we've been talking a lot, but again, people do take the poll. I will check the poll कितने लोग ने लिया है. By the way, a lot of people watching. If you can get the likes up to 100, get the likes up to 100. I don't know if you guys are able to subscribe. Any new watchers, do subscribe. We are bringing not just Chelsea content, we are bringing international football content as well as other clubs content, other leagues content. So do consider subscribing. Again, we are always open to feedback. We are on the road to 2K, hoping that we get to it this week. Come on. City versus Liverpool or Mason Monk बुलाना watch along के लिए. Well, thank you for saying that. That shows some maturity level. But certainly City versus Liverpool. I have gone for basically City doing well in the Champions League as of now. Again, मैं आऊँगा चैंपियंस लीग स्ट्रीम पे. हम कर रहे हैं स्ट्रीम वाले मंडे को, प्रॉपर स्ट्रीम करेंगे, उसमें हम डिस्कस करेंगे मीनू संजय इन डिटेल. लेकिन I certainly see that they will do well in the Champions League this time. They will reach the final stages again. That's my say. And in the league, I can see Liverpool kind of scraping through. There is a possibility, but again, it depends on the next week or so. क्या होने वाला है? City versus Liverpool. I am seeing basically it being a draw. I know it favors City, लेकिन I can see a score draw. लेकिन काफी exciting match होने वाला है. But I think यहाँ पर comment आते हैं if Ricketts comes in power, Chelsea relationship with Man City and Newcastle will turn bad. Also, black players won't stay there. Well, that is the debate now. Whether जो belief है that is entire Ricketts family, it is basically Griffin as well. That belief is something that was a one-off. There it is debatable, but I absolutely agree with you. I do not want anyone who basically thought that there is discrimination allowed even for a second, even previously, and that is what I'm saying. If you see my social media, it's all saying no to Ricketts. I know, go for the protest. If you are in UK, if you are in London, go for the protest on Saturday, 12 p.m. UK time. That's what I'm saying. But let's talk a little bit about the game because there is a game happening. Yes, Chelsea versus Brentford. People, yes, other games are happening और हम discuss करेंगे in tonight's stream after the World Cup draw. We'll be discussing that in detail as well. We'll be taking predictions from the panel. लेकिन अभी के लिए Chelsea Brentford extremely important because yes, आप बोल सकते हो Chelsea has almost secured the third position. But at the same time, आप बोलोगे यार नहीं, अभी नहीं, इतना it never ends till it ends. That is why I would say कि नहीं, Chelsea should certainly take care of the match. हम जानते हैं क्या हुआ था last season भी, last day of the season याद है क्या हुआ था? Chelsea were almost out of the top four, if not for Spurs, kind of doing what Gareth Bale did. I think we might have been in trouble, right? I'm actually saying that. Like, we don't want to leave it to that. It's like Chelsea Brentford. People put out your comments. What do you think, Chelsea Brentford? Again, people in the chat, जो देखे हैं press conference को. I think Reece James is back. Terrific news. Big up Thomas Tuchel for saying that. Just made me happy. Big up for saying that Aspilicueta extend कर दिए एक साल के लिए. So those two kind of news is awesome. लेकिन some interesting facts बोलूं. Kai Havertz has scored 4 goals in his last 3 Premier League matches for Chelsea, as many as he had done last 21. So now the German is actually looking to score in 4 consecutive league appearances for the first time since a run of 5 between April and August 2019 with Bayer Leverkusen. So is it time? Would you say Kai Havertz has arrived? Let's agree on that. Don't you think so? Super or King Kai, let's say King Kai OP हो जाए. King Kai, do you see even neutrals? Are you impressed with Kai Havertz recent year, this calendar year? How is Kai Havertz? Where do you rank Kai Havertz? I think he's arrived. I'm hoping that he starts again. So I would start Kai Havertz as a main striker. Despite हमारा जो होने वाला है midweek में big game against Real Madrid, I will start Kai Havertz because we still need the points. And considering the whole ownership situation, I don't want Lukaku to come and then the booze, etc. We know no possibility here. He should come as a super sub at best, right? Chelsea have won 6 of their 7 Premier League London derbies this season, with the exception being a 3-2 defeat at West Ham. That loss accounts for all goals conceded in London derby matches for the Blues this season. So, not kind of jinxing it, but the fact is, हम अच्छा किए London derbies. So I think Brentford also being a London derby technically, I know the Bees, as they're called, certainly will be up for it. We saw जो हुआ था return leg में. Mendy was a different level. He was a different level, absolutely. Mendy was a different level. Yes, Kai, one of the best. Kai OP. So I'm hoping that Mendy kind of is not needed in this particular match. Of course, big up to Zoe Genius, Zoe in the house. Check out the channel, Zoe people. काफी अच्छा channel है. Do check it out. Chelsea boy in the house. Big up, bro. Certainly, I'm hoping that you are also for no for Ricketts. But again, we've discussed a lot of pluses and minuses about if they come, if they don't come, etc. Farhan, we will come to predictions for sure in the Champions League stream on Monday ko. Certainly. Lekin, I think Havertz has been one of the most important players here. Silky German super Kai Gopi. Yes, absolutely. Again, touchwood. मेरी नजर नहीं लग जाए Kai Havertz को, and that's what I would say. Parth, bye. माफ कर दो King Pai to Barca. यार मुझे ले जाओ as a replacement, just as a professional, not as a fan. Come on. Any forward players can leave Chelsea in coming days due to problems in owner saga. Kai Havertz is not leaving. Mason Mount is not leaving, Chandan. Let's be honest. They have gone on record of saying that. ठीक है. बाकी आई थिंक क्रिश्चियन पुलिसिक आई फील विल स्टे, हकीम जियश विल स्टे, क्योंकि दे आर बैक कमिंग टू फॉर्म. तो मुझे लगता है दोनों भी अभी रहने वाले. आई थिंक दे हैव पॉइंट्स टू प्रूव एट चेल्सी. दे आर प्रोबेबली एक स्पॉट है जहां पर दैट लेफ्ट फॉरवर्ड रोल इज स्टिल नॉट फाइनलाइज्ड, कौन होने वाले इन द लॉन्ग रन. सो व्हाई नॉट वार्नर. अदवे एज ए चेल्सी फैन आई गॉन ऑन रिकॉर्ड, और मैं झूठ नहीं बोलना चाह रहा, मैं बोला हूँ वार्नर इज अ फ्रॉड. यस, यू हर्ड इट राइट, अंकित बोल रहा है वो. आई नो बाबा बोलते हैं अबाउट हडसन ओडॉय, एंड आई काइंड ऑफ अग्री टू एन एक्सटेंट, लेकिन हडसन ओडॉय स्टिल वेरी यंग, वो लर्न कर रहा है. लूरूबुल लॉफ्टरशी का मेजर इंजरी था, वो भी काइंड ऑफ यंगिश है. वर्नर भाई साहब अभी 1 साल आ गए, उसके बाद भी दिस काइंड ऑफ परफॉर्मेंसेस, एंड देन गोइंग प्लेइंग फॉर जर्मनी, ओपनिंग हिज माउथ. आई नो ही डिडंट मीन इट एज लुकाकू डिड, लेकिन व्हाई बॉस व्हाई. लेकिन आई थिंक वर्नर, आई एम जस्ट होपिंग दैट आई एम प्रूवन रॉन्ग एंड ही कम्स गुड. Okay, Thiago Silva is also available. Thank you, Chetan. Chelsea will be without Callum Hudson-Odoi. Okay, fair enough. The late decision will be made on Pulisic's involvement. I would really be surprised if Pulisic खेलेंगे. I know he's had a great World Cup, qualifying campaign last couple of weeks. So I think, I know he lost a recent match, लेकिन I think he's the main talisman of US. So I'll be really surprised अगर वो खेलेंगे, with the travel and everything. So Chetan, I think I would not start Pulisic in this game. Would you start Werner? Callum Hudson-Odoi नहीं है, Pulisic नहीं है, तो maybe you start Werner, or would you start Mount? It'll be interesting. लेकिन I think for me, I would go with the tried and tested. It has been a while that we are playing in the Premier League, and we need that third position secured because Arsenal are still doing well. So मैं चाहूँगा कि यार get in that third position early, get in Mason Mount, get in I think Kai Havertz, like I said, get in Kovacic. Get in one of Kante or Jorginho, maybe Jorginho, I would say, for this game, or Reece James. He needs some game time again. Absolutely. Okay, Brentford plays high line and high press. What about Brentford? Like in this particular game, if I'm being honest, I am seeing Chelsea at Stamford Bridge with the environment that we are going to create. Hopefully, the players have the mind right. I would certainly see that it will be Chelsea's game to kind of lose. Let's be honest, Chelsea have been much better than Brentford. I think, by the way, Brentford are aiming for the first time in 9 matches against Chelsea in all competitions, last beating them in 1939. So, history bhi batati, come on, we should get the better of Brentford, but again, we cannot, rest on our laurels. No side have scored more goals than outside the box in Premier League than Chelsea this season, 8, while Brentford have conceded more such goals than any other team. So, Hakim Ziyech goal, anyone? I would take that, won't you? I would take Hakim Ziyech goal. Just saying it out there. But again, I know that a lot of kind of possibilities there. But starting 11 again, Chelsea fans in the house. Let's see, what starting 11 you would go for. Going by, I think Tuchel's presser. I think I'm going with the tried and tested. Going with the the A grade players. Going the people. इतने weeks हो गए Premier League. Get them the momentum for that big game against Real Madrid. हाँ थोड़ा risk है for injury. जैसा कि कांटे को मैं नहीं खिलाना चाहूँगा. Well, Ruben Loftus-Cheek has improved, but I would not really count him as a starter at Chelsea. You know what I mean, Farhan? Again, I'm not sure if he's 100% fit to be starting this game, but it'll be interesting. Well, I'll come to that, Chandan. I've told a lot of times. Well, I can also say, okay, कहाँ पर है? Okay, I think I'm pointing right. अरे कहाँ है? Oh, yeah. Okay, there. There is actually a jersey already. There are 2 jerseys you are seeing. उन दोनों jerseys नहीं है. Answer. Big up to Chelsea perspective in the house. First of all, congratulations, Coachella brother again. But hopefully we'll have much more discussion going forward. Again, restarting the live streams. And NoToRicketts just did basically some discussion around that. I know you've been streaming daily. Great to see that, and of course opinions kind of matter. So that's why we are taking both the sides of the coin. But certainly NoToRicketts for sure, and looking at what difference it brings. Will the fans' opinion really count? Let's see. It'll be interesting to see. 3-4-3. Thiago, Rudy, Sar. Okay. Alonso, Reece, Kova, Georgie, Mount, Kai, Ziyech. Okay. Adwai, मैं actually agree करना चाहूँगा आपसे. Absolutely agree करना चाहूँगा. Maybe Rudiger. Okay. Christensen. Or would you keep him for Real Madrid? Future opponent. He'll be a Barca player. But anyway, let's see. I can probably save Christensen for that, and maybe I think I'll play with your backline. Like वही है. Brentford have that pace, like I think we saw in the chat as well. So that is a possibility. Like and again, do comment your predictions. What are predictions for Brentford against Chelsea? I think it's Chelsea versus Brentford at Stamford Bridge, and we'll be discussing other games as well. And that will be post that particular draw that we are going to preview and watch along live. We are going to react to that. Plus, we're going to take predictions from the panel on the rest of the Premier League. We'll be talking a little bit about Serie A as well because we have an Italian fan in the house. Talking about Chelsea Brentford, people do comment for me. It's going to be a Chelsea win. I know I'm going to go with Chelsea win, but I think I can seriously see that happening with the atmosphere. When backs are against the wall, we do win, and I think we will kind of save our legs for Real Madrid in the second half. But if I can get an early goal for Chelsea, maybe Ziyech scores. I can see maybe Chelsea getting the third win against Brentford this season. Yes, remember we played them in the League Cup also. Yes, Chandan, very good point. Very good point. I agree with you. अभी के लिए इतना ही बोलूंगा लेकिन लाइक आई सेड मंडे को हम स्ट्रीम कर रहे हैं प्रॉपर हम डिस्कस करने वाले हैं टैक्टिक्स विद रियल मैड्रिड फैन इन द हाउस तो ज्वाइन करना प्लीज वी विल बी डिस्कसिंग दैट सर्टनली and yes Chelsea perspective brother like I always say my top kind of as in brother that I have on the channel all of you are part of the family but he is probably was first of them guys make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't same goes for his channel but again we are getting close to 2K. Hopefully, we get there with your help this week. Of course, like Chelsea Perspective has as well, we are kind of willing to take super chats as well. That kind of helps in the investment on the channel. I'm not going to use it for myself, just putting it out there. लेकिन अगर आते तो अच्छा है नहीं भी आते तो ठीक है I know if you can only afford only then the point is about having discussions about Chelsea about EPL about Serie A about La Liga about international football and yes we will be coming back जस्ट ओवर एन आवर फ्रॉम नाउ तो मुझे एक्चुअली थोड़ा पेट पूजा करना है मैंने एक्चुअली शाम का स्नैक जो करता हूँ नहीं किया और फिर भूख लग रही है मुझे आई डोंट नो अबाउट यू ऑल बट लेट्स सी थोड़ा पेट पूजा करते हैं थोड़ा वार्म अप करते हैं फॉर दैट बिग वर्ल्ड कप ड्रॉ एंड यस पुट इन योर प्रेडिक्शंस बॉयज एंड गर्ल्स Chelsea was a Brentford World Cup draw. Who's going to be the winner of the World Cup? Let's put it out there. We'll discuss that point in the stream that we're going to do in just about an hour's time. Do join again. भूलना मत 8:30 बजे 8:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time 4 p.m. UK time. Do press that bell notification icon so that you are notified. Set reminders and I hope you have liked. By the way, देखते हैं कितने likes हुए stream में भी. Every like, every subscription, every poll counts. Trust me. People, we have 85 likes. Come on, there are about 20 people watching. If anyone has not liked the stream, I would request you like it. आप देख रहे हो क्योंकि आपको अच्छा लग रहा है. There is something to be watching here. Of course, हमने बहुत discuss किया. If you have joined late, we discussed about the Ricketts family. We discussed about Pagluica. We discussed about the Boehly consortium. We discussed about Broughton briefly, and of course, we discussed about Rudiger. We discussed about obviously Chelsea, Brentford. A little bit about World Cup, which we're going to get to in detail at 8:30 p.m. IST again. But yes, of course, group of death. देखते क्या होने वाला है. Thank you अद्वय. Helps certainly. और like दबा दीजिए. Certainly helps as well. Algorithm ही ऐसा है भाई. पता नहीं algorithm किसने बनाया. लेकिन algorithm ही ऐसा है कि basically the more likes I have, the more people who take the poll, it'll be notified to others, and of course more subscriptions as well. Because I'm seeing 150 people have taken the poll, but only 85 are liked. So that's why I'm asking. अगर आपने poll लिया है और like नहीं किया stream को, or do not judge based on the thumbnail. That was for April Fool part of it, but remaining part of the thumbnail and title is absolutely right. No Ricketts at the bridge on Saturday. That was the main point. Come on, be part of the protest on social media, physically in London at Stamford Bridge, but keep it peaceful. Keep it to a point where you're heard and the topic does not, divert at all. That is the main point. Know your facts. हमने काफी डिस्कस किया है इस पर्टिकुलर स्ट्रीम में. Chelsea Perspective does it. Shout out to him as well. A lot of other channels like I already mentioned. But I think poll का result क्या है, by the way? Absolutely. NoToRicketts will work is what people are thinking. Well, great to know that. And I certainly hope that as well. But again, I think a lot of people जो अभी late join किए do rewatch the stream. Like I've been saying, a lot of things discussed about Chelsea. Lot of things discussed about Premier League and of course transfers. But on the World Cup draw, we will come back in just about 1 hour 15 minutes exactly from now. That is 8:30 p.m. IST. Yet again, I'm saying it. Till next time, take care. Do not forget to like the stream, subscribe. Doesn't take a buck. And yes, Keep the blue flag flying high. Chelsea fans, it is no to Ricketts. Come on, we are with you. Get in, man. Get in.